Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Devil and Miss Sarah, released in 1971. Directed by Michael Caffey, from a script by Calvin Clements Jr., starring Gene Barry, Janice Rule, James Drury, Slim Pickens, Charles McGraw, Donald Moffat, and Logan Ramsey. Now, this was a TV movie which aired on the ABC late night movie. And I had seen this film prior to watching 3:10 to Yuma from 1957 for my Versus night that I did more recently. And the first thing I noticed while watching that 1957 movie was that in a sequence with Glenn Ford's Ben Wade, in which he is very seductively talking toward Van Heflin's Dan's wife, Alice, played by Lenora Donna.
I knew a girl there, and she was the daughter of a sea captain, too. And she had the greenest eyes. I used to look real deep into her eyes, and they'd just change colors, get all fiery.
I could just see where the filmmakers who made this film, The Devil and Miss Sarah, with either Michael Caffey or the writer, Calvin Clements Jr., where they were watching this 1957 version of the film, I guarantee it, and saw it, because I could see where they came up with this idea from just by watching that sequence, because of how seductive that Glenn Ford was in that scene.
And green, all the colors of the sea. It's funny how a woman's eyes will change color at nighttime.
It was almost like, if they would have kept it going, they could have kept it going in the way that this film does, in which Gene Barry's character of Rankin is, he is captured in a similar way to 3:10 to Yuma. And then James Drury has his wife alongside him the whole time, though, unlike in 3:10 to Yuma, where he just takes him to their place, their cabin and everything, where they live for a short period of time, where he just meets her that one time. Here, she is there the whole time they are trying to transport him to the authorities. And it is really interesting because of how Gene Barry, who gives a great performance as Rankin in this, he just keeps seducing Janice Rule's character of Sarah Turner. Right under James Drury's character of Gil Turner's nose. He doesn't even realize what is going on with his wife and how she is slowly but surely being seduced to turn on her own husband.
Tried to leave him once. He came after me.
Instead of letting you go, he'd rather destroy you. That's what he's doing, He's destroying you by not believing in you. You have one choice. You must kill him. I will guide you, and you will just listen. You understand? Do you understand?
And that is a very powerful moment in this film. And it eventually, not to spoil too much for you, it eventually gets to the point where she is more on Rankin's side than she is on Gil's. So the performances in this are excellent. Janice Rule is great as Sarah. Gene Barry is just totally killing it as Rankin. This character is so seductive. He's so cool and just such a total badass as far as how far he goes to get what he wants. And he is excellent. Now, not to say that James Drury playing Gil Turner is not, but he is just not given as much to do in this film as what Barry and Rule get. They definitely get the full time, and it's the reason why this picture behind us, you don't see James Drury in that picture. That is Janice Rule and Gene Barry. So the rest of the cast in this is really great too. They're very similar to James Drury, though. They don't get as much screen time. The focus is fully on, and it makes sense. The title is The Devil and Miss Sarah. Rankin is the devil of the title. And Sarah Turner is Miss Sarah. So it makes sense that they would be the main focal point of the story. And it is well written by Calvin Clements Jr. I mean, he does such an excellent job taking what I guarantee you he saw in 3:10 to Yuma with that seductive scene in that cabin, and taking it and moving it into this full film, doing that with it. It's so cool that they basically took the plot for 3:10 to Yuma and took that seductiveness and made it the main focus of this story. And it is so excellently done. But some of the other cast members on here that are excellent is Slim Pickens as Stoney. He doesn't have enough screen time, though, I mean, to really shine too much in this. But you also have Donald Moffat is another great actor that's in this film. And but like I said, I mean, there's not time for them to really do much in this film. This is very much, like I said, this is very much Gene Barry and Janice Rule's film. Now, James Drury does come in as Gil more near the end and gets a little bit more to do because he's trying to fight to get his wife back from the manipulative, seductive charms of Gene Barry's Rankin.
You're a part of me now. That's what you want, isn't it? We both know that. Don't we? Smile, Sarah. Come on, smile for Rank. You ever been to New Orleans? Well, that's where we're going, you and me. You're New Orleans gal. My New Orleans gal. You like that, Sarah?
But I'll let you guys watch the movie if you have not seen it already to find out if good will prevail in this case. But this is just an excellent film. The only thing I would say about this film that I wish that it wasn't some ABC TV movie. I wish they would have took this plot and this storyline and would have done a bigger budgeted Hollywood film with it. Because, not to say that it's Gene Barry and Janice Rule. I would still have them in there acting in it, but it could have been shot a little bit more high budget and, a lot more better quality, because currently the quality of this film is not too great just because it was this CBS television movie. So that's my biggest knock on it, is the quality of it. And had it been a theatrical film, it would probably be a much more better quality right now for us to watch. But other than that, this film is just so well done as far as the way that this character does in these sequences with Sarah. I can't say enough good about this film. And I just hope that anyone watching this review give it a chance. Give it a chance. My final review of The Devil and Miss Sarah from 1971. I am going to give this film a 9.6 out of 10. This film, had it been a theatrical film instead of a TV movie, this would have most definitely been a 10 out of 10. Because this film is damn good. If you have not seen it, I implore you to check it out. But have you seen it? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And, as usual, if you enjoyed this review, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when it goes up live, it will go up for all Plus members to view. And then I will put up another one after that one. And eventually the video will go live for everyone else when I have a point where I can put it on my schedule. But if you want to help out on the channel and, get more reviews that you'd like to see me do, now's your chance. Well, that's it for another action movie night. If you missed last week's action movie night, check out the link above to get caught up on that one. And if you've missed any other videos, check out this down here where you can watch a playlist of any of our action movie nights that you have missed.